And here we go. The recipient, I told you, the recipient of the BAFTA Award for Outstanding British Contribution to Cinema is a supremely talented man who is very much an actor's actor. Someone who clearly loves what he does and would be just as happy performing in a room above a pub as he is starring in some of the biggest films of the past half century. A man for all seasons, Midnight Express, Alien, The Elephant Man, 1984, the Harry Potter films, and Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy. Now, those roles alone can give you an indication of his incredible versatility, and to each of the many others he's had, he brings a distinction and a quality that takes him out of the ordinary and into the extraordinary. Now, I've known this guy for 20 some odd years and recently had the pleasure and the honor of directing him, and here's how you do it. You do a couple of takes, and you say, "John, are you okay?" He says, "Are you happy?" And I say, "I'm astounded." And that's the way you direct him. So let's watch the work of a guy who's ridiculously good.
I think it is clear that we can expect great things from you.
I want this country to realize that we stand on the edge of oblivion. I want every man, woman, and child to understand how close we are to chaos. I want everyone to remember why they need us.
Somehow we will fail. Something will defeat you. Life will defeat you. Best thing to do is to get your ass out of here. That's where you can. Yeah, but how? Catch the Midnight Express.
I am not an animal. I am a human being. I think it's a bleeding miracle that nature should have planted love in every man jack beside her, and every woman. Even though in some of us, it's as useless as an appendix. I contact with a rusty blade before I become an informer. A film can change the way people think. You must know how completely, how desperately I love you. Look inward and ask not if there is anything outside that you want, but whether there is anything inside that you have not yet unpacked.
So, ladies and gentlemen, the BAFTA Award for Outstanding British Contribution to Cinema goes to the amazing John Hurt.
I speak, yes. Thank you. Heaven alone knows. Sit down. Who would have thought all those years ago that I would be sharing the stage of the Royal Opera House, the Royal Opera House, Covent Garden, with Billy Bob Thornton? How fabulous! Anyway, one of the difficult things, of course, by being given an award that you know you're going to get, and not having to wait for the envelope to be opened, is that you are supposed to have had the time to write a speech. Well, I did. But without giving away too much information, I was getting up one morning last week and on my way to the bathroom and passing the end of the bed, and my wife said to me, she said, "Oh, can I say something to you? You remember that the other day you read out that speech that you're going to give on Sunday?" I said, yeah. "You sure you're not going to be cross?" I said, "No, I'm not going to be cross." I said, what about it? She said, "Well," she said, "don't." So I thought, well, that's all right. Oh, clearly you didn't like it, but I mean, what am I going to do? I've got to say something. So she said, "Well, what I would like to see you do is stand just as you're standing now, in front of all those peers that have been directly or indirectly responsible for giving you this honor, and simply say, thank you. I have taken her advice." And I'm saying to all of you, indirectly and directly, thank you. Particularly, however, to all those directors that have given me the opportunity to play some of the most wonderful parts that I would never in a million years have thought of for myself. And it is the reason that I am standing here is because I am the addition, basically, of their imaginations. So I thank them all from the bottom of my heart, and the Academy. Thank you all.
So we come now to the fourth of the 5 films of my filmathon, the remarkable triumph over adversity that is The Help. This tackles the delicate area of racial inequality with compelling subtlety, courage, and emotional depth, at least according to my maid, whom I sent to see it for me. No. I'm so sorry. This is another work that really does restore one's faith in the future of filmmaking. It's quite something. Ladies and gentlemen, watch this, The Help.
The Help is about these unlikely women all coming together to create change.
The Help was a chance for me to be in a movie that illuminated a part of our history that we have a tendency to be silent about.
The story mainly focuses around Skeeter and Minnie enabling.
It's very hard for Aileen to tell her story because she's been told that she's invisible. But all of a sudden, someone says, "So who are you?"
I want to interview you. Skeeter just graduated with a degree in journalism.
Two people from very different worlds and very dangerous circumstances come together and enter into each other's lives. I thought I might write my stories down and read them to you.
Skeeter is trying to impress his publisher in New York.
You said to write about what disturbs me, particularly if it bothers no one else. I'd like to write something from the point of view of the Help. I was raised by a colored woman. We love them and they love us, but they can't even use the toilets in our houses. Minnie, are you in there? You are fired!
Minnie is very vocal because she refuses to be invisible. It's a really interesting dynamic. They start an expose of sorts. The maids of Jackson, Mississippi. All right. Come on, do it. We all are. I got to come up with questions too? Oh. It takes both of the races to work together to get that story out there. We're given a voice.
Wow. Magnificent, magnificent piece of work. Will the help clean up tonight and do the dishes, bake the cakes, change the baby's nappy? Anticipation is mounting, the lucky thing, and all will be revealed soon. And now we help ourselves to our next category, which is the Orange Wednesday's Rising Star Award, created in honor of the legendary casting director Mary Selway, by far the most prestigious midweek-based accolade you can receive. Now, this award is particularly special because it's the only one in which the great British public are allowed to phone in and vote for the winner. Suffice to say, there are 5 young actors in this hall whose mothers have very large phone bills. And to present the award, we have a star already risen,